Hey guys, I'm back. I didn't expect to be doing another video this fast so soon, but this is a case where news is developing by the minute. So here's another update, and this is actually from Wizards of the Coast. Personally, I think this is kind of self-serving. I don't want to linger too much on my initial thoughts. Rather, I want to jump straight into this. This is their announcement on the open gaming license, and this dropped just a couple of hours ago. So if you haven't seen this, this is new. And before we get into it, please, first of all, I want to thank everybody who's subbed to the channel. Whether you came here for the game content, and we have a lot of that. Tonight we're going to be playing some classic Gamma World. We're not even going to be talking about this. We're just going to play some classic Gamma World with a good group. We're going to be streaming that. And of course, next week we got the next installment of Tales of Tabletop Triumph. More games on stream, more RPG talk. So please, if you're just stopping by, click that subscribe button, click the bell icon for notifications, give the video a thumbs up if you like it, and leave a comment below. So with that said, let's get right into exactly what Wizards of the Coast is saying. So this is the update on the open gaming license. And I'll try not to editorialize too much, but I will have some commentary. So here we go. When we initially conceived of revising the OGL, it was with three major goals in mind. First, we wanted the ability to prevent the use of D&D content from being included in hateful and discriminatory products. So they jump right out and immediately imply that the problem is you. You make stuff that's objectionable, okay? We're just trying to stop you people from making bad things. Right there with the gaslighting, it begins right off the bat. Not surprised. Let's keep going. Second, we wanted to address those attempting to use D&D in Web3, blockchain games, and NFTs by making clear that OGL content is limited to tabletop role-playing content like campaigns, modules, and supplements. Guys, Nobody has done a D&D NFT or blockchain, okay? That is pure 2020, 2021 garbage, okay? Nobody's buying the NFT nonsense anymore. We know it's money laundering. So you trying to say, well, we're just trying to prevent that. I mean, what is your next step, Wizards? Are you just putting a couple of lights in a church in Boston to prevent us from missing out that the British are coming? Okay, we're not buying that. So let's continue. And third, we wanted to ensure that the OGL is for the content creator, the home brewer, the aspiring designer, our players, and the community, not major corporations to use for their own commercial and promotional purpose. You were completely okay with that when you had Critical Role making millions of dollars. When your stock started to tank, Wizards, that's when corporate access to the OGL became a problem. Was when you guys opened your wallet and it was empty. That's when it became a problem. That had nothing to do with its initial creation. Driving these goals were two simple principles. One, our job is to be good stewards of the game. And two, the OGL exists for the benefit of the fans. Nothing about those principles is wavered for a second. Good stewards of the game? Oh my God. Oh my God, guys, come on. This is a company that has introduced a module where your characters have to be furry baristas. They've introduced an entire hardback book about going to a college prom. Let me ask you something. For those of you who attended college, and I was one of them, I didn't see this. Was college prom even a thing? Anyway, let's move on. However, it's clear from the reaction that we rolled a 1. See, guys, they're talking about dice. They're talking about dice. That means they're one of us, right? That means, hey, we're gamers too. We rolled a 1. Yuck, yuck, yuck. On our what do you call it? A D20? It has become clear that it is no longer possible to fully achieve these goals while still staying true to our principles. No kidding. No, it's still possible while staying true to your principles, because, Wizards, your principles, remember the leak from yesterday, which I will link below, the memo, their principles are that you and I, the gamers, are between Wizards of the Coast and what they perceive as their money. What's in your wallets and your PayPal accounts and your bank accounts, Wizards of the Coast thinks that already belongs to them. You are an obstacle. That is their principle. The next OGL will contain provisions that allow us to protect and cultivate the inclusive environment we're trying to build, and specify that it covers only content for TTRPGs. That means other expressions such as educational and charitable campaigns, live streams, cosplay, VTT users, etc. will remain unaffected by any OGL update. Content already released under 1.0a will also remain unaffected. If that's true, I'm announcing right now that the book that Tracy and I are working on is currently under production under OGL 1.0a. If I have to make that announcement at all, that's just an FYI, Wizards. What it will not contain is any royalty structure. It will also not include the license back provision that some people were afraid was a means for us to steal work. Some people? You mean everybody who read your leaked OGL? Everybody with a lick of sense in their heads? Some people. All people. Because it's what you said. That thought never crossed our minds. Lie. Under any new OGL, you will own the content we create. We won't. Yeah, you have to say that now. Any language we put down will be crystal clear and unequivocal on that point. The license back language was intended to protect us and our partners from creators who incorrectly allege that we steal their work simply because of coincidental similarities. As we continue to invest in the game that we love and move forward with partnerships in film, television, and digital games, that risk is simply too great to ignore. The OGL will contain provisions to address that risk, but we do it without a license back and without suggesting we have rights to the content you create. Your ideas and imagination are what make this game special, and that belongs to you. Well, that's mighty nice of you, WotC. A couple of last thoughts. First, we won't be able to release the new OGL today because we need to make sure we get it right, but it's coming. Basically, they have locked their legal staff in a room and are sliding sandwiches and pizza under the door, and they're not letting them out till they slide something back that they think we'll swallow. Second, you're going to hear people say that they've won and we lost because making your voices heard forced us to change our plans. Those people will only be half right. They won, and so did we, because we think we can force this down your throats this time. We'll see how well that snark plays out, Wizards. Our plan was to always solicit the input of our community before any update to the OGL. The drafts you've seen were attempting to do just that. Then why did you hide them, and why did they have to be leaked? Why were they leaked? Why were they not openly released? Why did you not come to us and say, this is what we're thinking of doing? What do you guys think? We only know because brave people inside your company and partnered with you leaked the documents to us, the gaming community. And yes, I am including the old school community. I'm talking about Frog God. I'm talking about the guys that created Osric. I'm talking about Matt and Swords and Wizardry. I'm not just talking about 5e and D&D Next. All right. We want to always delight fans and create experiences together that everyone loves. Then why don't you start? We realize that we did not do this at this time, and we are sorry for that. You're sorry because you got caught. Our goal was to get exactly the type of feedback on which provisions worked and which did not, which we ultimately got from you. Oh yeah, you did. You didn't want them, but you got them. Any change this major could only have been done well if we were willing to take that feedback, no matter how it was provided. So we are. Thank you for caring enough to let us know what works and what doesn't, what you need and what scares you. Are you scared, little gamers? Don't worry. We'll just reword everything that we had planned to do and see if that makes you less scared. Without knowing that, we can't do our part to make the new OGL match our principles. Finally, we'd appreciate the chance to make this right. We love D&D's devoted players and the creators who take them on so many incredible adventures. We won't let you down. Well, you can't let us down any further than you already have. You can't let us down any further than you already have. Now, if you want the concrete on this, Discourse Miniatures, she's wonderful, she's fantastic. I will link to her channel. I will link to she did a live stream today, which is unfortunately over. It was late night for her, but morning here for me, where she talks about some concrete details of this OGL 2.2. Folks, this is like expired milk. This is like a bulging can of tuna. Don't buy it. It's poison. This is corporate speak for basically, we got our hands caught in the cookie jar and we are desperate to try and fix this. So any more updates to this, I will bring to you guys. I apologize a little bit for the snark, but this is, I think that I think this is just more corporate double speak. Okay. And casting some creators as being like ugly and hateful and exclusionary. Guys, old schoolers, I'm talking now to my fellow old schoolers out there, my AD&Ders, my OD&Ders, my basic D&D players, okay? Those of you who have not wanted to move forward, those of you who've wanted to push the old school over the new, let's look at all the pieces they have in place for just a hot minute here, okay? First of all, they've slapped content warnings on all the old PDFs. Then last week they got together with PBS NewsHour and released a hit piece attacking the old school. Okay, and now you got this. It's clear where they're going with this. Okay, it's clear where they're going with this. They're attacking the old school, but they're still not backing off of the terrible things that they're doing. I will have more information as it comes, guys. Again, listen, thank you for watching the videos. I'll bring you more as I know more. Please, again, like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Give it a thumbs down if you don't. You can follow us on social media. I'll put the links in the description below. And again, more as I know it. Be good and be positive, guys. Peace.